country music fans in general, Nashville fans, you don't need any introduction to these next two guests here. But of course, we're talking about Chris Carmack and Claire Bowen. Guys, we're so excited to have you here today, and I'm a huge fan of the show. And I think one of the things that I like the most is that you tie in drama and everyday real life situations with these music fantasies that you're on stage performing. What in the world is that? I mean, I can't imagine. What is that like, Claire?
It's a dream come true. We love it, and I mean, we're so grateful to have the music that we do have. I mean, Buddy Miller and T-Bone Burnett they know music like the backs of their hands, and they do it. They're geniuses. They won't tell you that themselves, but they are. So we're very lucky that we've got them in our corner.
Oh, I'm sure. And to be able to do that writing, to be able to tackle both of those obstacles, if you will, what's that like as an actor?
Well, you know, I think she said it best when it said "dream come true." I've heard Chip talking about this. I'm sure it falls into your category too. If we were to make a checklist of all the things we could do in our dream job as an actor, I wouldn't even have come up with half of the really cool experiences we've gotten to have as part of the show. You know, playing at the Grand Ole Opry, playing at the Ryman, going on a national U.S. tour. We're going to the UK in June. So those are things I never imagined being able to do as part of a television show.
Well, one of the things I think that I specifically love as a fan is the fact you do tackle some hard storylines, yours in particular. Yeah. You are able to get people talking who are viewers, not just fans of country music, but kind of thinking about how do we open the first gay country artist in the storyline? How is it to play that and to be able to bring these real things to everybody's television sets?
Well, you know, it's an honor and it's humbling to be able to play the role of Will Lexington. I think most of the credit goes to the writers, I'm afraid. They're the ones hashing out the storylines and coming up with the context for it all. And I'm the actor lucky enough to bring flesh to the role. And it has got an overwhelmingly warm response, which really warms my heart. You know, we do tackle some issues.
Well, you do a great job playing that. And Claire, I mean, you tackled, you know, the stage fright thing in the earlier seasons, and now you're back at it. Is there anything that you can relate to in the character that you play that maybe's made it easier, or maybe it's made it a little more difficult for you?
It's been a really interesting journey. I mean, I brought into the writer, Callie Curry and RJ Cutler, who were working on the pilot together. They asked me to write Scarlett's backstory, so I did, and gave it to the writers, and they put their fingerprints on it and stamp on it. And so to play this character who's a total introvert, I didn't even know what an introvert was. I just thought I didn't fit in anywhere. And then I realized that I'm just nervous around huge crowds of people, and so is Scarlett. And frankly, I probably would have ended up screaming under a piano as well if I didn't have the team that I have.
Well, I mean, you bring the characteristics to life in such a believable way, but it sounds almost that your character helped you in a way. I mean, here you are out here touring, so it's got to be kind of a, you know, two-way street, if you will.
It is. I've learned a lot from Scarlett. I mean, I didn't know how to use a microphone either when I got to Nashville.
Wow.
Buddy taught me how to do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's been a really, really wonderful experience. It's just a dream come true, like we said.
And I'm sure, though, people always ask, do you like the music performing part or the acting? So I've got to ask it. It's probably coming off cheesy. I know I'm not the first one. What do you prefer?
Well, normally people have to choose, but we don't.
There you go.
And it's all storytelling.
Yeah. Well, I did find myself saying to Aubrey, because we've been on the bus, obviously doing this tour, and I did turn to Aubrey, I said, I've never been this tired shooting the show.
So good to see the actual aspects of the travel.
It is a real thrill to be able to perform the music for the fans, absolutely. But for me, it's more exhausting than actually doing the television production.
Well, we are excited to see you, and so it's safe to say, it seems like talking with you, it's such a team show. Yeah. Between Callie, between you guys, I mean, it just seems like that's what makes Nashville successful. Would you agree?
I don't know if it's what makes it successful, but it certainly is what makes it the most fun job I've ever had.
Well, I think I have the best job ever getting to talk with the two of you today. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck tonight. And I do have to say, finale is getting ready to air on ABC. Any secrets?
Oh, boy.
I put him on the spot. I'm ending with putting him on the spot. Nothing yet? No?
There's a lot, but I can't tell you any of it. A lot? What can we?
Well, in that case, I think that we better get the wrap up, otherwise we're all going to be in trouble here. So thank you both so much for joining us here tonight. And as always, be sure to check out our website, tbmorningblend.com, and you can see plenty more information and some behind-the-scenes pictures too, perhaps. Take care.